What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the No Seria podcast. This is episode 13. I'm Lalo. We had Ivan, Daniel, and Yaneli in the back. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Do you guys remember that one story, the Dentitos?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
She was crazy, right?
That's probably to this day the scariest story ever. Just because of the thing it made us feel back in the days, right?
Yeah, because the story goes that a long time ago, there was this man that was riding on his horse to the nearest town. But to get to the nearest town, he has to go through like what seems to be like in the middle of nowhere, right? Like trees everywhere, forest. So riding his horse, and out of nowhere, he hears a baby crying. So he hears the sound get louder, and he starts looking around, and he sees a basket on the side, right? Mm-hmm. Just like, just gets off and starts getting close to the basket and opens the basket and sees that there's a baby there. It's like, why would a baby be doing here? So he grabs the baby, wraps him in his back, and starts like getting on the horse and rides off.
Yeah.
So as he's riding, he hears the baby say something. He's like, what the hell? So he kind of looks, and the baby crawled up here and was like, hey, you want to see my little teeth?
Oh,
in Spanish, it's like, hey, ¿quieres ver mis dientitos?
Uh-huh.
And the guy just like looks, and the baby has like some sharp teeth and just like looks at him like weird. And he just grabs the baby and throws it, bro.
You remember that one time whenever my mom was telling us that story again?
Yeah.
Not that long ago. And then we were driving back home. It was me, you, mom was driving.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Alex and you or Daniel
I
was in the
don't
back.
think I was
remember.
Yeah, I think maybe it was just two people in the back. You and Alex. Our cousin.
Yeah.
And then there was like a car seat on the side of the road. Super dark street. It was like 1 a.m. going back home from like a party or so.
Mm-hmm.
And then, so my mom stops, and in the car scene, she was all like playing with y'all, like, oh, should I go see what's in there? What's in there? What's in there? Like, maybe it's the little baby with teeth. Yeah. And like, she was trying to scare y'all. And then y'all were like, no. And like, y'all were all scary. I didn't want to be in the back.
Dude.
Because it was super dark in the back. There's like no light.
Yeah, the only light that was coming into the car was the one from the red light, right? Yeah. That was shining inside the car. And dude, we did not want to be in that car. We were trying to force our way in the front, bro, but it was fucking hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
I remember listening to the story, and I was cracking out.
And then we all slept in the same bed because we were all scared. Like, we got home. Together. Yeah, everywhere we went together and shit.
How old were y'all?
We weren't that old. We were probably like 14, I think.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the time, it's like...
Yeah, it's something scary.
It's so weird, right? Like, back then, like, I remember I used to go see Paranormal Activity or something.
Yeah.
Or any scary movie, and I used to get home, and I'd be, like, paranoid whenever I came to go to sleep. I wanted to have my whole body covered because...
Make sure your feet are not...
Yes, yes. Because of that movie, right?
Yeah.
That the first Paranormal Activity, whenever they had that scene where it pulls your leg, I never wanted to sleep uncovered, bro.
I think that's where you got it from.
Yeah, that's the fear, bro.
Bro.
That's this guy. And
it's
then
weird how that movie was like so scary, but at the same time, like there was not that much scary stuff to it.
It's just like that thrill of like...
It's in the moment, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what it is? It's the fact that whatever you were seeing made it so believable. Yeah. Like the stuff that was going on is stuff that you fear. It's like somebody pulling your leg.
I think it's because that's the first movie ever that's like documentary style.
Yeah.
Like POVs. You know what I mean?
think the first one was the Witches one. The Blair Witch Project. That was the first movie that was filmed that way. But then this one was like
security cameras. Yeah.
Kind of like that, yeah.
That's like scary as shit. Like the other day I had a baby and she like winked at me, which like obviously it's probably like a muscle spasm, but I threw that little baby across.
Yeah.
Just that. I'm like, oh shit.
Because
that reminds me of that story.
Yeah, because you never know if she starts growing a teeth out of nowhere, like.
Oh yeah.
I think still to this day, I still sleep without my my leg outside or anything. I gotta
hell no.
tuck myself in.
I always have to do like a border around me.
Really?
Yeah.
Of like pillows?
Yeah.
I do be sleeping like that sometimes, and it feels really comfortable. But then you think like, oh hell no! Like, what if I feel freaking finger on my toe? Like,
That's the worst. I can't think of anything else. I'd rather be burnt alive than feel that shit, bro.
What? Somebody pulling your leg?
Somebody pulling your leg. Imagine you just feel two hands grabbing you and just pulling you. Fuck that, dude. Bro. That's crazy because when I was younger, like whatever age, I used to be scared of anything, bro. Any little small thing, anything, bro. Whether it's a leaf fell on my shoulder, I'll jump. You know what I mean? And I remember we used to have like a Mickey Mouse
Oh yeah,
doll.
it was big.
Bro, I cannot be in the same room with that doll because I would just look at it and I'll be scared, terrified, right?
Yeah.
But anyways, I guess it got to a point where my mom took me to this lady who I guess helps you in that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what I remember that happened, and obviously this is just what I remember. I could be tripping or whatever, but I remember she took me inside and she laid me down on the couch, just like this,
Yeah.
laying down. And then she started putting a bunch of like stuff on me, like relics and whatever the hell that was, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then she grabs this thing that starts like smoking, and then she starts throwing smoke at me and this and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I just remember waking up, like I remember falling asleep, and I remember waking up sitting down, and her and my mom were just talking, like you know how regular moms talk or whatever. And I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? I was just sitting there, and I remember my mom was just like, all right, let's go, and then we just left.
So you think she was doing maybe like brujeria on you or something?
Like a witch, some voodoo?
I don't know, bro, but I think voodoo is just English for brujeria, right?
Yeah.
Because I was looking at these videos, the voodoo, and voodoo. When you think of voodoo, what do you think about? New Orleans, right? That's where it supposedly originated. But I think it originated from West Africa, West Side.
Yeah.
And so they do these things where they grab this big cone-looking thing full of like hay.
Yeah.
And in abajo, it's like think of it as a cone, a hollow cone, con puro like whatever, looks like hair.
Yeah.
And then they grab like some monitos and they start like spitting stuff on it.
Yeah.
And then they put that cone over it, and then that motherfucker picks up and starts dancing
What the hell? By itself?
by itself.
But is it it's not somebody inside?
There can't be because it's first tipped over and it's hollow. It's like a cone. Think of it a cone con puro pelo.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I remember.
And then you see just somebody just tip it over.
Yeah.
And then it just gets up and starts dancing.
That's
And you
insane.
said there's only one monito, or there's like multiple?
No, I saw a few videos and they're all, it's like a just tradition thing they do. But there's some where it's like a stick and then it's just like lands on the stick and it just starts spinning.
What if it's a little person inside of there? We just don't see it. That'd be funny, right?
That'd be funny as fuck. But anyways, I think it's the same thing as brujeria. And just a quick story. I remember I had a friend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was telling me that he was like, man, the funniest thing happened to me the other day, right? He said, I went to meet this one girl, right? And we met, and then right off the bat, she gave me a gift. Keep in mind, my homeboy was black. He was mixed, black and white. And then the lady who he was with was a Mexican lady.
Mm-hmm.
He said he got there. He said she just started with a gift. Here's a gift. And when he opened it, it was a pair of underwear, brand new underwear.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what? Why the hell did you give me underwear? She's like, just because.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wait, for him?
For him.
Oh, okay.
Not for the neighbor. And then they go and they do, whatever they wanted to do. And then he says that when he's finished, he was getting dressed and his underwear were missing. And he's like, what? Where's my underwear? Like, it's impossible. It's like all my clothes is here. Why would my underwear not be here?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, she was like, did you get my underwear? And she was like, no. But I got you some new underwear. And he had no choice but to put them on. So he told me that. And I was like, bro, she just freaking got you. She's a witch. And she grabbed your underwear because witches need like a piece of you. And what other best piece of you than some underwear? You know what I mean?
You think
Like what a crazy coincidence that she got you a brand new pair of underwear.
Mm-hmm.
And
You didn't
It's
find the
like-
other one.
Yeah.
Wait, this whole time I thought you were saying that she gifted him a pair of underwears that were girl underwears. No, it was guy underwear.
Guy underwears.
Oh my! Of course, that's like a
course.
red flag, dude.
But he don't know that type of stuff. I was telling him.
So
like,
she was trying to get him to fall in love or something, maybe.
for whatever. But shortly after that, he got fired and never saw him again.
Damn.
So I don't know what happened with him. But I was like, damn, that's like crazy real.
Were they still together whenever he got fired?
I don't know. That was his personal life. But
Yeah.
shortly after that, he got fired and
They
he
took him.
never saw him again.
They probably took him.
He's probably still with her right now,
Yeah.
forcefully.
Probably like on the wall like this.
Hey,
Tied
that's
up.
crazy, bro.
Damn, that's why, man. You gotta be.
You gotta be real careful.
You gotta be
bro.
careful if you like somehow sense like something or you seem like you're yourself are off, like something everything that you're doing is just not right or something. Maybe somebody did something to you.
Yeah,
Like-
I had one of those
Yeah?
weeks. Remember
Yeah.
that one week, everything was happening to me. Like
Mm-hmm.
remember I almost died. Remember choking and shit.
That day, that
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
it couldn't have been like. Obviously, everybody's gonna say it's probably like a bad day or you had bad
It
luck
was
that
a
day.
whole week.
But man, sometimes there's people that just want to wish bad on you, and they'll go to the extent of doing something like that.
Yeah.
Of like,
Have you seen those YouTube videos of that guy that goes into like panteones,
yeah.
graveyards, and he just starts like going through all of them, and he just starts digging stuff up, and
That's
he'll
true.
find like a foil, and then inside there's a letter with the picture, and then the whole like, hey, kill this guy because of this and that, or I love him, keep him with me, and there are like many things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
And-
this is in the graveyards.
This is in the graveyard, so
Those
what
are
they do?
like hexes, ¿verdad?
Hexes,
They grab a graveyard and they bury a picture of her, a monito or whatever, with a letter. And the guy like grabs it and is like, "Hey, you Hector Estrevas or whatever, watch out! This girl's trying to get you." And then if coincidentally that guy watches, he's like, "Oh shit, that's me." What the hell?
So what happens is there's a dead body and they bury something on that graveyard, and
Not-
that's like a brujeria towards somebody, like
Yeah.
somebody actual living.
So
it's because it's a hex.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like people, they pay other people to do it. Like
Yeah.
hex, hey, I want to hex on this people, or I want to like have this people be with me forever or fall in love with me.
Okay.
So they do the hex for them, and they're like have to do it in the pantheon, in the cemetery. Either maybe it could be like a full moon or something, and you know they dig it in the.
But there's no correlation with the dead body and the person.
No,
It's
Okay.
just a random.
That's what I was thinking.
and there's,
Like,
you don't have to bury away him. It's like just around there. You know what I mean?
okay.
You don't have to touch bone and then make sure it touches.
What do you call to get a hex?
I got it right here on speed dial.
I was like, what the hell? Yes.
What do you think else is with me?
Would you guys ever go to the graveyard or pantheon and just see
Hell
what
no.
what you
I would.
what do you see?
I
No,
kind
because
of.
that gives you bad energy. Like
Yeah.
you don't want to leave attached to any.
That's why I never want to talk like shit about ghosts, because I don't want to go home and see one that's like, hey, here, para que se te quite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, like a La Llorona.
Oh my god,
Dude.
imagine.
That's just the scariest thing. I think that's the scariest thing because I remember when I was younger, not everybody, but I remember I had like friends or even just people would say stories about, damn, there's, in Mexico, there's this woman that cries for her babies. And like I heard it and I searched it up and I was like, what is this? Like, is this fake or, is this just like somebody making it up? And I searched it up and it's actually a true thing. It's somebody, like a lady that supposedly was with a guy and I guess the guy was cheating on her or something. And in order to give her friend, she ended up killing. I think that's what I don't remember the full.
Drown the kid.
Yeah, she drowned the kids,
Yeah.
and then she ended up killing herself after.
Right.
And I guess she roams the streets and like kind of like regretting because she killed her own kids,
Yeah.
and she's like crying like, "Oh, that's mi hijos" and stuff. So imagine like you're in the streets or you're in your house or whatever, and you hear that.
Yeah.
How scary would that be, bro?
Just somebody just crying and saying, "Where's my kids?" or some shit. like that.
Imagine you laying down and hearing that next to your ear, bro.
Just anything, not even crying, just hey. You're like, what the fuck was that? Because I remember this one story of, I think it was me and you. We were in my mom's house and we were watching a movie. I forgot what movie it was, right?
Yeah.
But we were just watching it, and then my mom, nobody was home. It was just me and Eduardo. We were just watching the movie, and then I don't know what we just hear. Hey Lalo, come over here, or hey Ivan, come over here. Somebody, right? Like it sounded like my mom.
It was like this. It was Lalo ven pa' acá.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah, Lalo ven pa' acá. And it was my mom's voice, right?
Exactly my mom's voice.
Exactly like my mom's voice. And so we're like, what the hell? Did you hear that? And to make sure, he asked me, what did you hear? And I said, Lalo ven pa' acá. And he was like, what the fuck? Like I heard the same thing.
And our mom was not there.
No, she
No,
wasn't.
so this is what happened. We're sitting down watching the TV, and after we heard that, I went. Remember, I got up, went to go check just look around because I didn't believe that my mom had already gotten home because she had barely left.
Yeah.
Like she had gone to the store somewhere. So whenever I went back to Ivan, he was sitting on the couch. I asked him, "Hey, bro, what did you hear? Like, didn't you hear my mom right now?" They're like, "Yeah." What did she say? And she's like, "Lalo ven pa' acá." Whenever he said that, and it was the same thing I had heard, I was like,
they were freaking out.
called my mom right away. She was like, "Did you answer back?" I was like, "What do you mean? Did you say ahí voy para allá or something like that?" And she's like, and I was like, "No, I didn't respond. I went to go check." So I was like, dude, thank God I didn't say anything.
What if you did say something? What do you think would happen?
I think it's like kind of like an invitation, like to let them in or whatever.
Talking to a ghost or something.
Damn. Well, what if you did? What do you think would have happened?
Hey, now that I think about it, what if this is like a glitch in the matrix also? Stupid kind of like transition, but
like an echo from.
Like, what if my mom was gonna get home and be like,
again.
"Hey, Lalo, ven pa acá," to like help her with the groceries or something, and but
oh yeah, you know what if you saw like a millisecond of the future? Right? That's what you're saying.
It's crazy how everything happens in my mom's house.
Or you call frequency from another.
I think that another house has frequency.
This just happened on Monday. No, actually Tuesday.
What?
Did it?
I was just.
Oh, your story.
Not my story.
Oh my bad.
This happened on Tuesday. My mom texted me out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I was at school, and she's like, "Are you okay, mija?" And I was like, "What?" And then she's like, "I just heard you calling for me. Help, mom, help.
Oh shit.
Just your voice." So I thought that you were here already, and I go look for you. You're not here. I'm like, "No, mom, I'm still in class." And then she's like, "Cause I heard you say, 'Mom, help me, help me.'" And I was like, "What the hell?" But 20 minutes before that, so I was like on one side of campus, ¿verdad? So they gave me my food really late, and I had to like pretty much like power walk all the way to the other side of the campus, right? Because my class is gonna start, and you cannot be late.
Yeah.
Because they'll start without you, right? They'll go to a different level, whatever.
Yeah.
But I was walking so fast. It was super hot. And then you know I have high blood pressure for that.
Yeah.
So my heart was like racing. So I go and I had to go to the restroom. I go pee. And whenever I was in the restroom, I felt my heart like boom, like kind of like slowing, kind of like, I don't know, it's so like hard, right? I'm like, damn, like I need to chill because I'm about to fucking like pass out,
Heart
right?
attack or something?
Yeah, like a heart attack or stroke. So I'm like, I go pee. I'm like, okay, relax, drink a little bit of water. It's okay if you're like 5 minutes late, you're fine.
Yeah.
So I go to, I wasn't even late, right? But I was fine. And then my mom texts me that. So I'm like, what the hell? Like maybe she hurt me. Like, what if I was gonna die?
Damn.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Like true story.
That's scary.
But you don't think it's like a mother instinct type thing again?
Maybe,
like,
yeah, mother instinct. Yeah.
Oh, that's powerful, right?
That's
like
crazy.
I remember watching some show where there's twins that whenever you have a twin, there's like times where one of them might be going through something and the other one feels it, or the one maybe is going through something the other one already knows, hey, are you okay, type thing. Like maybe that's the same thing with a mother instinct, because like your mom, your mom had you, so she shares like some strong connection with you and all of us. So whenever she sees or she hears like stuff like that, it's because it's like that motherly instinct that only certain people share, like twins and moms. And
it was just so weird because like I knew that something was wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, like this is not normal. My heart is not feeling good.
Yeah.
So I relaxed and everything. A couple minutes later, she's like, hey, are you okay? Mija, you okay?
Damn.
I was like, yeah, why? And I didn't even correlate them. Like I didn't even like think, okay, this is why or nothing. Then a couple minutes later, I'm like, oh shit, like maybe it was because I was almost gonna die or pass out. And then because I did feel like I was gonna pass out, right? And I don't know if she heard something like, hey mom, like I'm dying or something, right?
Yeah. Damn.
Your spirit probably called her or something.
I don't know.
There's times where like I'll be like, let's say laying down or whatever, and I get thoughts. For example, like I don't know when it was, not so long ago, I started thinking about my dad, maybe something happening, and I started getting thoughts like, and in my head I'm like, why am I getting thoughts like this, like out of nowhere? And my first thing was to call my mom, hey, where's my dad? Is he okay? And he's like, yeah, del trabajo, ya viene pa acá. So let me know whenever he gets home. And yeah, that night she ended up calling me. She was saying how, your dad is already here, además que está casi durmiéndose y todo. And I was like, what if like those feelings, those thoughts that I was having, is because in my head maybe I was feeling that maybe something could have happened to my dad or something. And I don't know, I think my mom had called my dad. So what if my mom calling my dad helped him stay up?
Damn.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's really weird because intuition, it's a big, powerful thing. I remember a day before my grandpa died, I felt it inside of me, like, I don't think he's going to make it. Sure enough, the next day, like, we got the call, hey, he already passed away. I felt it. Like you know, that's it.
It's something,
Or,
something
like, something, yeah.
biological, maybe something mental, maybe something inside you, spirit wise or something.
Yeah.
Like just
It's an energy that's
energy.
Yeah.
kind of
That's
just
what I was getting
fades,
to.
and you're like, what? The energy's not there no more. So
Yeah.
maybe something's gonna happen.
But a lot of stuff happens in my mom's house if you think about it, bro. Like my mom has seen some stuff.
Our
My
mom.
dad has seen some stuff. Yeah, and I remember that my mom was telling us a story about whenever they were younger. Well, we were babies and we're in the crib, and that I guess I was in the crib and either or. So I guess we were younger, and I guess I was in the crib, and my mom said that supposedly there was this little girl that they used to see sometimes. And the first time they saw her was whenever I was in the crib, and she was like kind of like on top of the crib looking down,
Yeah, she was like playing with you.
playing with me or something, and that she saw, and I guess the little girl saw my mom, and she ran away and started went to the restroom or something like that. Went to the bathroom, and every now and then they will see her, and it's like, dude,
Yeah.
why is it that only either certain people can see stuff like that, or it happens in certain locations?
It's so weird because that little girl,
Mm-hmm.
our parents had told us like, hey, there's this little girl, but never described her.
Yeah.
So I remember one time, so there was another thing that happened that the chair just flew, like fell down out of nowhere, like
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
Like if something just ran through it, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
So that happened. But another time,
Wait, I didn't know about that.
it happened with my dad.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
What he says is that we had like this big jar of animal cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he says that the little girl was on top of the counter. She opened it and was like eating the animal cookies or like playing with them.
So my
And
dad
that
went.
Yeah, and that she saw him
Huh?
and she got scared and like ran out. And while she did that, flipped over.
And those chairs are heavy
and those
too.
chairs are heavy. They're
Yeah.
the big wood heavy chairs.
Before you keep going, like it's weird that you mentioned that because there was this one time where I came from the club or something and it was late and I was kind of tipsy, right? But I went to my room to try to go to sleep, and out of nowhere I hear what the sound of kind of like a chair falling, and I swear I thought somebody was breaking in.
Yeah.
You know how some out of fear you start
get
getting
brave.
you start getting brave. You get courage out of nowhere. So I was like, man, whatever. I'm gonna go over there and check it out because I don't want nobody to somebody come in here. So I go with my flashlight and everything, or my phone light, and I'm looking around. I turn on the lights and I'm trying to see what could have caused that sound. There's literally nothing.
I heard
dude.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say after that?
So
Remind me not to go to my mom's house.
For real, bro.
no, not that long ago. I want to say. No, it's probably been a while. Probably 10 years.
Yeah.
It's been a while. So I was like in the sala, in the living room, and I was like dozing off. I was falling asleep, and I think I had something on the dryer, so I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
And I'm like falling asleep at the same time. I like had my eyes a little bit open,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I saw a little girl run through the hallway.
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, am I tripping? Like, maybe I'm just seeing things without. Maybe I'm just sleepy, whatever. So the next day, I'm telling my mom, and I'm describing it. I'm describing the little girl to my mom. My dad's like, wait, how does she look again? And I'm telling him, and he's like, wait, that's exactly the little girl that I've seen.
And how did you describe her?
So she's African American, a little bit skinny, tall, and she was wearing like old time clothes, right?
What
Like
kind
a
of clothes,
little collar dress, and then like those big socks, white socks with like black little shoes,
Okay.
and then she had like little braids and like stuff in her hair.
Oh.
Kind of like the girls from Freddie Krueger where they sing the song. One, two.
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of like that type of style.
Yeah.
Are we talking like 1800s or like 1950s?
No, we're
Because
talking
that's
about,
like 1950s.
No. We're talking about like 70s, 80s clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not that much. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell?
Like a
think-
young Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Do you think that little girl is still around?
Hey, bro, why don't we do this? Why don't we look at the history and then like try to research the history of the house? Because this house was built in what?
You
I don't know.
Some of Momo's house
Yeah.
built on like in 50s, bro.
Hey, hold on. The house that my mom has right now,
Yeah.
it used to belong to the front door neighbor. They're African American. We could just ask them, hey, did any like just out of curiosity, did any little girl die in this house? And what if they're like, yeah?
Wait,
They tell us the story and they show us a picture and we show you the picture and that's the girl you see.
Yeah.
Dude, you
but
never
nobody
know.
Hey,
knows
how
anymore.
crazy would that be, bro? I'll never go to my mom's house again.
Or maybe she didn't even pass away there, but like maybe
She found
spent
some
time
sort of, like-
there. Yeah.
Yeah, like she connected to the house, so
Yeah.
her spirit roams around there.
Mhm.
But if you think about it, like
Oh,
if
maybe
the
that's cool
spirit
videos.
doesn't do any harm, why would it be?
I gotta do all that.
Why would it be scary? Right?
Fuck
If
that,
the
bro.
spirit doesn't do any harm to you, why would it
Yeah.
be scary?
It's,
So-
I don't know. I think it's still a scary.
Yeah, you're gonna be cool with a spirit. If a fucking spirit just comes in right now and sits down.
No,
next
what I'm
you,
trying to
you're gonna
say
be
is
chilling?
like, there's no way that you're gonna be like, oh, let me leave this house, let me sell my house, I'm leaving, if it doesn't cause harm.
Yeah.
You
If,
know?
if it's not bothering you.
Yeah.
or-
Hey, Fly, I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Scratching
That
you
skull's
and
hand
that.
just moved.
Oh my god, bro! Imagine if the eyes just turned red.
Hey, not to get off topic or anything, but have you ever wondered what's a way you can confirm something like that spiritually and stuff?
Mhm.
What about this thing that everybody's talking about? And what is it, San Antonio, where you put baby powder on the back of your truck and you pass the railroads and you see little hands?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that confirm some shit like that? Like, what if we was to go in and then try that and then it happens? Like,
Yeah.
but what if I'm behind you and I put a camera forward and I see these
Well,
little kids come out and
I think people have already recorded it.
but that's real stuff though, right?
But this, like, let's say the story, because the story goes that supposedly a long time ago, some kids died there, right?
Like a
Like a buzz,
A
right?
bus
Yeah.
or something, right? And is said that whenever you cross those, your car tends to turn off.
Yeah.
No. Actually, if you
you-
cross there, if you were just to turn off your car
Or put it on neutral.
or put it on neutral, you'll feel somebody push it off the railroad tracks, because I guess the kids are trying to help you
Yeah.
get out of
Yeah.
harm's way. So the people tend to go to San Antonio to that same spot and put baby powder on the back just to see if they can see those hands. And a lot of people do see those little hands, man.
That's
So
crazy.
for sure,
bro.
that has to be confirmation.
Yeah, that has to be a confirmation.
There's no way, yeah.
Do you tip them or something? What do you do
I
after?
don't know, right?
Do you
Thank
think
you.
that people stay in the place that they die?
I think so. I think you're trapped in there. Like, do you remember the movie Insidious when you come out of your body and you're with a lantern
Yeah.
and you're in the darkness?
Yeah.
Imagine when you die. Imagine you don't have that lantern no more, so it's pitch black. You don't know where you're going, so you have to stay there.
Yeah. But if you remember, whenever they were with the lanterns, there was a bunch of people there. Those people are dead, right? Like those
Yeah.
people stayed in that same location.
But what wasn't?
But
it
they don't
doors?
have lanterns.
They don't have lanterns.
Wasn't
yeah.
it doors though? Like this door was somebody in there. This door was somebody in there.
Yeah,
Or-
after he goes walking and he goes inside our house,
Yeah.
and there's dead people in there because
Oh.
those people died in that house.
I've always been scared of dolls, but I think the reason why it's like any dolls, right? When we were younger, I don't know if y'all remember this, but we had like a Chucky looking doll. It wasn't Chucky, but I remember it had like overalls, same kind of clothes,
Yeah.
orange hair, but it had like a recording inside, so you can like record audio and it would talk back to you.
Yeah.
So I remember like we would turn it off and it would still like talk. Like in the middle of the night, it would just randomly turn on, and we had already turned it off and took out the cassette and everything.
Oh.
It was a creepy doll, and I remember all of us, we didn't like it. Even our mom and dad were like, "Let's throw this away."
Yeah.
So we did. They threw it away. I don't know how the hell we saw it back in the house. Like, how the hell did it get back here?
So you think it was kind of like one of those cases of that one other doll, Annabelle?
I don't know.
You seen those videos
Like,
of
they
the
didn't
people?
want to leave. I've seen so many stories or heard so many stories that they had a doll and that they'll see it like different places. Like, hey, that's not where I'll put it, or like a different position. Or have you seen that one movie with the doll? Like it's a big old Barbie, and like she moves her head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Like,
crazy
that's
video,
crazy.
bro.
Like, how the hell did she do that?
It's always those bad quality videos, right? Like that show stuff, and it's like, dude, if only if it was in 4K. But it's like, dude, like that video shows that dolls just move.
Yeah, there's one that my mom showed me that there was this doll inside of a coffin.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know how
Yeah.
I saw
it's
that.
a big Barbie too.
fuck it.
See,
Ain't it?
It was like a big room. You know how above ground caskets with
Yeah.
a room and there's a doll inside,
Uh-huh.
and all you see is move it.
yeah,
Play a clip right here.
I'll play a clip. But I've never had a doll for that same reason, because you don't, like, depending on where you buy it. If you buy it brand new, you don't know where it came from, maybe somebody actually did grab it and did, you know, some sort of witchcraft and put it back on so you can, so people can buy it. That's the same case with you, because like you that doll that you had was brand new, right? You bought it from the store somewhere, and the fact that it was already has some sort of like weird paranormal stuff and, you know, going on with it means somebody had to did something like
Honestly,
witchcraft or something.
I don't know if it was true. I think my parents got it from the thrift store.
Most likely they got it from the thrift store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Wow.
But dude, I have $1 million in my house.
I don't know how you
Because of your
live
daughters.
like that, bro. I would be scared.
I remember my truck. When I had my truck, I had a big ass doll like this big in my back seat,
Yeah.
and I would drive to work every day because it's just back there because my
Bro, I
kids
had
play
the
with it.
Chucky doll. Remember at
Yeah.
one point? So I remember.
We still have it now.
Yeah, because I had a party. I did a party whenever I was like 21 years old, turning 21, barely. And I don't know why in my mind I was like, I want to have like a little mascot for the party so people can take pictures with. And it was Halloween. My birthday's in October 29. So you better remember. Don't forget. But yeah, it was kind of like a Halloween type theme party. And so I had that Chucky doll, and I still have it to this day. It's in my mom's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
I left it over there, but it's still there. It's still around.
I don't think I'm gonna go to my mom's house no more.
I was scaring the kids with it. I'm like, if we don't go to sleep, Chuck is gonna sleep.
If I see the neighbor again, I'm gonna ask him, hey, just out of curiosity, you don't have to answer, but has anybody you know have died here?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a picture of her?
Or anybody that died young and that you know, or
Because the lady who lived there, she just passed away, but she was like what, in her 80s?
Yeah.
So she might have been the first buyer of this house because she was there years.
So episode 14, we're gonna do a walkthrough in a graveyard just to record our experience.
We're gonna spend the night in there.
Spend the night. Imagine.
We're gonna dig a hole and bury ourselves
Just our head. Just our head.
with a straw.
what if you
Right?
forget where you're at?
Yeah, imagine we do that, bro, and all you see is just some like your hands coming out of the ground and grab you.
Because that's what they do. Like when you.
I'll play downward with it.
But you don't know what happens when you die. There's no one has spent the night or have they like spend the night in the coffin and underground or something like that.
Mr. Beast.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
true.
yeah, that's true. But that's recorded and stuff like that, But anyway.
David Blaine, no?
David Blaine.
All right, guys. Well, that's going to be the end of episode 13. Hopefully, you guys enjoy the video. If you're new, don't forget to like and subscribe so you can keep up with our content. And stay tuned for the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.